The battle for the Syrian town of Kobani is raging again despite more than 2 weeks of airstrikes by the U.S.-led coalition targeting ISIS militants near the town. Large plumes of smoke could be seen rising over the town today. Activists say the Islamic State group is now trying to advance street by street. Kurdish forces defending the town have been pleading for additional help. More than 500 people have been killed in Kobani since the ISIS assault began in mid-September. Joining us now from Bridgeport, Connecticut is Robert Riggs, an expert in the Middle East from the University of Bridgeport. Professor, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
What has to happen, in your view, for Kobani to not fall?
Well, I think that the Kurdish fighters there in Kobani need an upgrade in their weaponry and supplies. They're fighting with old military kind of Soviet-era weaponry like AK-47s against the ISIS troops who are using the most up-to-date technology that they captured from the Iraqi army back in June and July. So, they definitely need resupplied if they plan to hold that city. And despite the fact that they know the city because it's their city, it's still an uphill battle for them, I think.
What's the challenge to getting the new weapons or better weapons into them? Is it from across the border from Turkey?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's now this campaign online to pressure the U.S. government to do airdrops of weapons, but that's a very risky endeavor for the U.S. I mean, who's to say that it will actually land where it's supposed to land? The obvious supply line would be from the right across the border in Turkey, since this is a border town between Syria and Turkey. But the Turkish government so far has been reticent to open that border either for supplies or for Kurdish fighters coming from Turkey to try to join the battle.
Why does it seem like Turkey is holding back here?
Well, this goes back a long distance. I mean, this is a part of the Turkish government's Kurdish problem, as they called it back in 1988, where they have a concern that the autonomous zones that the Syrian Kurds set up back in January will spread into, that movement would spread into Turkey and kind of derail this peace process that Erdogan started 2 years ago between the Turkish government and the PKK. So they don't want to see the Kurds in Turkey begin to agitate for kind of more autonomy and autonomous zones in southeastern Turkey.
Now, they may feel that way, but does that undermine the coalition's approach and battle against ISIS?
Well, I think so. I mean, there's a strange doublespeak going on here. Erdogan and Davutoglu, the prime minister of Turkey, have both said, well, we can't beat ISIS without troops on the ground, or airstrikes won't defeat ISIS. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, they don't want to allow who seem to be the obvious and natural enemy of ISIS, the Kurds there in northeastern Syria, to carry out that fight.
Robert Riggs from the University of Bridgeport, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for your time.